It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game.
We're just moments away from the action, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. Good to be in the booth with my partner Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome. And Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league. And we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime, elite wide receivers in the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
The kicker, Chase McLaughlin, will get this one started. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. Austin Eckler now to return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jayden Daniels.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jayden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays. But he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects, he's got a chance not to have just success today, but he has a chance to have success for a long time in this league.
Second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. That's Hassan Reddick getting in there to bring him down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is third and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
Yeah, you have to feel good, Mike, seeing Baker Mayfield back established as a franchise NFL quarterback. He had such a tough journey these last couple years, bouncing around multiple spots around the league. And then last year, down in Tampa, he has a chance to get them to the NFC Championship game just a few plays away. He continues to play up to his potential. This team's going to be tough to beat. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Here comes Otten in motion. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That is caught. He got Godwin. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They send Godwin in motion. On 1st down is Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Mayfield. To the left side, to Godwin. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
I don't care what defensive strategy you apply here on 3rd and real long, Mike, but you have to tackle in space. They almost let this guy pick up enough after the catch to convert a 3rd and real long. Fortunately for them, they brought him down just short. Brings up 4th down.
McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Bucs will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Here's Eckler on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. On play action, Daniels. He's got his man downfield. It's Debo. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On the option, here's Robinson. Robinson, a first down and more. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders move out to a 7-3 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bucs offense ready to take over for their second possession. The trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing is Baker. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Baker going to hand it to White. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Now, a run with the rookie out of Oregon. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Sending a receiver right. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw is Mayfield. Quick throw, taken in. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
1 quarter in the books. 7-3 is our score. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Mayfield. A pass pulled in by Irving. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They send Evans in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Third down, 3 to go. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Buccaneers are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
A safe kick taken at the 5. The Commanders' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down. He'll get this out to the left flat. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Third and 2. Here's Daniels. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Here's 1st and 10. Now, this looks like a design run, and he'll get about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game, and that's a nice pickup there.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Gets a quick throw over to Samuel. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Eckler.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Play action. Here's Daniels. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They run over center with Robinson. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. They'll motion over Samuel. Daniels now on first down. He's got it inside the 5. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
That is caught, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Ryan Robinson, touchdown Commanders. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Now Gay for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Commanders will take a 14-6 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. On the return is Sean Tucker. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They send Evans in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. A short one there to Otten. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Mayfield to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Baker going to give it to Irving. That is not going to work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the first down. 4th down coming up. Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. The fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. They'll come up here 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Throwing again, Daniels. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Third and long. Daniels now going to look to throw. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've hit halftime here in the home team. The Commanders are out on top. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, it's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters. These 2 teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bucs offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
On 1st down is Mayfield. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, Baker. That's caught left side by Otten. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the 1st down.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Right back to Irving. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. One of the tight ends in motion right. 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down. Third and a yard. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That is caught. He got Godwin. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the 1st down.
And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Slot man in motion left. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And he'll take it on in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Mayfield to the line. The Bucs will try for 2. A give. This is Irving. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion ties this game up.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Here's Eckler on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready for their first possession of this second half. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Now Daniels. To the outside. Catch made by Brown. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he will have the Commanders' first down. At least it appears that way. He got it maybe by the length of the football.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
He'll get this out wide. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. A give, and here comes Robinson. And he'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniel. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Give to Robinson from the pistol. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Second and a yard. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down. They'll go play action here with Daniels. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking them down and took them down for a loss.
On play action, Daniels. That one secured by the tight end Bates. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Robinson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Daniels. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. Here's Daniels. He'll try to run for it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
So out comes Matt Gay in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here comes Otten in motion. They'll run with Irving. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Irving. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Throwing is Mayfield. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
The Buccaneers getting their punter out there. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Noah Brown. Touchdown, Washington.
Think back to the spring, Mike. We all watched the highlights of this guy's pro day, and you always question, why do they make these quarterbacks just rear back and throw it as far as they can? How often are they really going to do that? Well, when they do, like we saw here, it is a thing of beauty. He put that big arm on display with that last pass, and it winds up going for 6.
Gay to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Commanders go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Buccaneers offense back onto the field for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Here's 2nd and 2. They motion the slot man left. Now Mayfield. That is taken in by the veteran Mike Evans. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Throw across his body is complete.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Mayfield to throw. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up fourth down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And he's going to have a Bucs first down on 4th and long.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for fourth down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember.
And he will score. Game on. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll drop to throw. And Daniels will have the first down as he's able to slide and avoid the contact. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And not a whole lot there as he'll get to midfield, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here for Robinson. The Buccaneers forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.